Hello guys, welcome back to my podcast. It's Lena here, and today's topic is about very something like a very sad story that happened in Nigeria. And I've been meaning to say something about this, but because of some certain reasons, I couldn't because I was busy and I had a lot of things on my hand. Now, this is about the death of a Nigerian singer named Mohbad. So, and some people know him as Imole, and his real name is Ireoti Oluwa. I don't know if I pronounced that right. I've forgotten his other names I was mentioned. So now this guy is a Nigerian singer and songwriter. He's signed under the Malian Records, which is owned by Naira Marley. Now, the thing about his death was that it's very mysterious. No one knows how he died, being that he's a celebrity and all. So questions got to be asked. And now, before he died, he said some things. He mentions Inoleski, which was also a co-signee to the Malian Records. He was saying that he wanted to free him also because it seemed in the video that was posted online that went viral that Zinoleski and like Malian music, they were doing something more than just being a record label. They were, I think they said something about into drugs and all. So, and there is this set of robbers that usually go around Lagos robbing people's houses, doing all sorts of bad things, and they're called 1 million boys. So I guess those like Malians are also affiliated to them, which is a very bad thing if it's actually the truth, because all of these are just allegedly speculated. No one actually knows if it's the truth or not. Now, but in some of these things, sometimes they say they have the saying of in every rumor there's an atom of truth, and also we have found some evidences regarding to some set of things that were being said on online, and in the news and everything. So now this guy, he's from Ikorodu in Lagos State, Nigeria. He's he has a wife and a kid, which is I think the kid is 5 months, a boy. So, and few years back he was signed, and then he got started getting famous and everything. He was a Nolo, and the guy I didn't know him that much, but I listened to his music, but I wasn't like keeping tabs on okay, who is this, understand. I just love good music, so far your music is good, I will listen to it. I don't even know who sang it, but I just love listening to good music. So I think that was 2-3 years ago. He came out of the label, like he cut ties with them, being that something was happening, and he reported this same issue to the police, Nigerian police. And he said some things about the label and everything. So people did not take it seriously. People were like, oh, because he left the label, you are now trying to blacklist the label. You're not trying to make their name sound as if they're very bad and this and that. No, so people didn't really trust him. People didn't really believe what he said. So they called him all types of names. And fast forward to September, I think that was on the 9th or 13th, I've forgotten actually. He was pronounced dead by 3 unknown guys. Nobody knows who they were, but in the video, in one of the guys that was on red logs, it was seen that he was seen in another video with Mohbad, the late singer, where Mohbad was going to buy a car, I think so. And so people are asking questions like, who are the guys that was in the car that said, oh, Mohbad is dead, and where did they take him, which hospital, everything. The hospital have came out now to the name is Perez Medical Care Hospital. So they have come out to say that Mohbad arrived at the hospital already dead. But then we see in a video where Mohbad was in what seemed like a hospital actually, because there were machines that is used in the hospital. So how can they say he arrived there already dead when we saw the video that was posted where he said Zelensky snitched on him after he was trying to save him, and how Malians did a lot of things to him. So the two suspects that is in this video, in this particular issue is Naira Marley, who is the owner of the record label, and Sammy Larry, who is a friend to Naira Marley, and he's also known as a gang or goon, as some people know him. So Sammy Larry is being said that he's the head of the 1 Million Boys, notorious robber group in Lagos, and a lot of things, like he's a drug dealer and everything. So, and people are speculating that Mohbad came out because he knew about these things. I didn't want to associate himself with this because Nigeria is a very hard country. Once you have been seen in a kind of situation, you are going to get jailed. Understand? So unless you have connections and everything, because it's a corrupt country, I wouldn't say otherwise. So I think he wanted to live there. That's why he left them after a few years, and then I think some people are also speculating that the reason that he was killed was because he knew a lot that was happening in the labor. So it's just like during elections, when you pay thugs to go and disrupt election, then sometimes some things happens to those thugs because the government or the people that send them won't want them to spill out what happened later on. So they will try to either send them to jail or do something to them. So I think in this Mohbad case, that's what I think in my own perspective happened. Although other people are saying that Mohbad, even though that he was like very calm person, he didn't deserve this and all that. Like nobody actually knows what Naira Marley and Sammy Larry were planning and everything. But then again, when you look at it, there was a some sort of clearance that came out that Naira Marley has been singing about it, like he has been using singing about his bad character, what he did in Beckham, how he was rough in Beckham, you understand, because he lived in Beckham, London, where later on he came back and began singing. He sang and his song got famous, and he started mingling with the likes of Don Jazzy, Whiskey, Davido, and all that. So, but for now, every other singer, every other musical artist, both the ones that have record labels and everything, they have stopped associating with him because it's kind of a bad thing to associate with somebody who is involved in murder, even though, let us say, there's no evidence that he actually killed the guy in question. But now, for example, when you are signed under a label, it is up to the label to protect their intellectual property, which means also not only for the music, which is also including the owner or the singer in question. Because, for example, I will give you guys an example. Now, there is this movie that I watched few months back named Gap the series. So this is like LGTB, LGBTQ. Oh, sorry, LG. Because I used to say LGTB, so LGBTQ is against series. So, and the two ladies that acted in that movie, Prince Arocha and Becky Armstrong, they are not gay. They are straight people who was just casted in the movie. Now, they portrayed their character so well that people started shipping them. Even I ship them. Sorry to say this, but they just look so cute together and everything. But then they came out and said, "Oh, sorry, you guys, we are sorry about the way maybe we might have overdone our work. We are not this type of people. We are straight people." Even Prince Arocha has a boyfriend. So, and people started getting angry and all that, and I can understand, but it is not up to them to get angry for the actresses or the characters, because that's just what they are told to do. This is what their job, like they are literally doing their job they are paid to do. So fast forward to a few months later after the movie, and even though that people were still disappointed, some people were still rooting for them. But after they came out and said, "Oh, sorry, we are not this, and we are friends," I see Prince said that she sees Becky as a younger sister, like, you understand, because Prince is a little bit older than Becky. So, and after this, it kind of calmed down, but due to some, fans, and they are new to the movies, and not that they have been acting for quite a while, but they are not like really known. But this movie brought them out to the limelight, and people are getting disappointed.